Hello, gamers. Uh, it's me, Queso. We're building things today. We have the power of God in anime on our side. Couple of new-ish products. Bring us back out here real quick. So we have the Moondrop Luna Light switches. The new linears from esteemed anime company Moondrop, anime IEM company. Yeah, and we are going to put them into the new Qwertykeys QK65 or QK60 rather, which are shipping out now. I literally just got mine like yesterday, so just get this out of there real quick. Love Shadow. We'll try it out. Yeah. I don't usually stream on Saturdays, but I got this one off, and I'm also gonna be outside tomorrow, so we're doing it today. Let me go ahead and bring out our case here. So I didn't know that when I ordered this that it came in its own carrying case. It also had like a whole bunch of like extras. So other than the keyboard itself, so we have the case. We have some owl stabs. Debatable as to how useful they are. We won't get into that. And it actually came with its own screwdriver, its own coiled cable. Let me just grab those out real quick. Yeah, so it actually came with the cable and the screwdriver, which is helpful because all of the screws in here are hex. So let's go ahead and just take this guy out. Just take my mic out. Good thing we're not using that right now. So, slight update to my last build, the clunker, that purple one with the solenoid. I found the spring, so we'll do that sometime later next week. And as you can probably tell, I kind of opened it before stream to sort of inspect it. So yeah, what I got is I got the frosted black top. So this is frosted, smoky acrylic on top of the mint aluminum bottom. And then this is a stainless steel PVD white weight. So you do see a little bit of the geometry at the front. We'll see how it looks once the plate and everything is installed. The daughter board did come pre-installed on there. We got a little nice cutout for the USB. And like it is really nice. You do kind of get almost like a tritone sort of look, because the aluminum shows through the smoky top, and then the top is like its own separate color. A lot of the like pre-release builds, they paired like the mint with the clear top, and I wanted to sort of differ from that. I feel like the smoky top's a little bit more universal, so we went with that. This being a Qwertykeys / Owl Labs board, there is a lot of foam to this. So we have the bottom foam, the case foam. We have the PE foam, and we have the plate foam. So let's see here. So we got our pack of hardware, so all of the owl stabs. We got our plate. We got all those like flexy like meme cuts on there. And we have our hot swap wired PCB, and they put the plate foam and the PE foam in there. I am gonna go without foam today, actually. So we're gonna skip most of that little card that it comes with. Please check the case for imperfections and test the PCB with tweezers following the build guide to ensure that the keyboard is delivered in perfect working condition prior to building. So let's go ahead and we'll disassemble this. We are going to test the PCB and then kind of go at it. So this is where the screwdriver comes in. Because all of the screws in here are hex, so this is like a really glorified like hex key. But very useful because so like super wide handle. So in terms of what we'll be using today, other than the Moondrop switches, we're gonna be using Qwertykeys stabilizers because I'm gonna go for a split space build here. Again, coming from 40% keyboards, split space is basically my life now. Oh. I could probably honestly just keep the screws on the top case, but we'll set them on the side. And then the cool thing about this is all of the screws are internal, like they come from the top, so it will be a screwless exterior build. Oop, come on. Yeah, we'll just unscrew the rest of these before I try and pull anything out. Yeah, so once it's like all screwed in, there wasn't a lot, or I didn't notice any play between like the two case halves. Also worth noting that these are magnetized screws, but that one was being a little stubborn, unfortunately. Yeah, so we will set aside the case foam. So they did give an insert for the battery well, which is really nice because I'm not using the wireless PCB. Kind of in retrospect, I probably should have gone for it, but I wasn't intending on buying a 60% this year. so here we are. Yeah. So open that up. We're gonna go ahead and get the PCB out, plug it into the daughter board, and then we're just gonna go test the PCB real quick. Oop, PE foam slipped off of the top. I guess we should just keep all of the foam in one area. I'll rebuild this with foam later on, probably. I haven't had an Owl Labs board yet, and so, or Qwertykeys, or what have you. So I'm not too familiar with the foamy sound that they're known for. Yeah, have not experienced that yet. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and pull out the daughter board cable. I really don't want to spill out all of this onto the case. That is a very short cable, actually. Okay, so that goes like that. Interesting that it goes at like a 90-degree angle versus like relative to the case, or relative to like the USB. Is it supposed to go that way? As far as I know, the like the side showing the contacts is supposed to go upwards, but I am wrong. In this port, the contact sides go down. I see. Let's go this way. I can already hear my neighbors starting to party out there. Like earlier today, I already heard some like karaoke going on. Like already. All of our sports teams are like playing last Sunday. I don't think there's anything happening today, but I could be totally wrong. I haven't been following sports that closely. Let's go ahead and plug this in. We'll use the official cable soon. So I want to make sure that this works. And actually, we're going to be using Vial, not Via, because they don't have it integrated yet. So you have to do like the whole like upload the JSON thing and like all that kind of stuff. So we are all right. All good. Qwertykeys QK60 is alive. Matrix tester. Oh. Layout. Bottom row is, let's see, 2.25 on the left or on the right? ACFJ, yeah, 2.25 kind of centers the split a little bit more, so we'll do it like that. Let's see, the matrix tester. Here we go. Okay. Good, good. I do kind of like how this is presented. I don't know. I guess for me, like the interface of like Via feels like more over designed. No, I mean not over designed, but you know, like definitely there's a lot of attention paid to form, but I do like how Vial gives me access to a lot more stuff. Like it lets me define like tapping terms and just double tap caps lock here. But also that you can just like get any board to work with it rather than like having to submit your board for a pull request so it works all out of the box. You know, it's kind of like politicky, you know what? Not politicky. I don't want to say that. But you know, extra layer of complexity and like human checking that doesn't really need to be there. But anyway, we got the matrix test. Matrix is all tested. Oh, just make sure it has the split backspace as well. Okay, all good. All good on the Western Front. PCB works. All right. Let's go ahead and release this from its chains. I should use a switch puller here. That makes a lot more sense. What I will say is even before I've put any switches in, this is like a really flexy PCB. There we go. All right, so let me go ahead and lube our stabilizers real quick. Put you over there. I don't have access to my usual silicone mat because all of the pieces for the other build are currently on there. So yeah, today we are going to be using Qwertykeys stabs. No particular reason other than I need 4 2-unit stabilizers, which the OWL stabs don't have. Like there's 3 in there, and then the 7-unit wire. And for whatever reason, none of my other stabilizer sets have 4 2 units. So we are gonna need 8 housings. I should probably put the screws on here as well. This is a magnetic like sheet tray, like the iFixit mat. So, you know, kind of nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest of the housings can go back in. That was a stem. I think I have 7 wires here. This is like a full size kit basically. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But basically the whole reason I got this board is because it was cheap and because it had like that two-tone look. The acrylic top, aluminum bottom, and then there's that steel weight on the bottom as well. That, and I was really curious about like you know, like these foam boards. But we'll try it without. We'll try it raw and see how this goes. Brush, housing, lube. So, in terms of keyboards, it hasn't been a really eventful week for me, at least. I know everybody's starting to gear up for, you know, Black Friday sales and all that kind of stuff. I haven't gotten anything Black Friday keyboard related, at least. I did get quite a few other things. I got Call of Duty, I got Pokemon. So I've been playing that all of this week. Alright. Two holes towards the back. Yeah, and I'm just using a pretty generous amount of super lube, like more so than what you would use for a switch. These stabilizer housings are pretty slippery to my gloved hands, which is a good thing. Also got some shoes. Forgot about that too. But not to flex or anything. It's more just I need some new shoes for work. So I got New Balances. Mostly because like my current shoes, the Nike Freeze, like have the like the bottom soles are like open. Because they're meant to be like super lightweight for running and stuff. So using that in a work environment is, you know, a little bit less than ideal. Let's see here. Yeah, and so far my impression on like Qwertykeys stabilizers is they're, you know, they're there. They're regular stabilizers. They don't really need any extra work. You know, especially compared to like the owl stabs that need that rubber wire like stopper on them. In an earlier stream I spent like literally an hour tuning the stabilizers, trying to get them to work. No matter what I would do, no matter how much lube I injected, it would just like tick. And then we had the smart decision to put the wire cushions on, and then it just stopped ticking. So so not a great first impression of owl stabs. Qwertykeys stabs to me feel very closely to like Durox. Like the tolerances are a little bit tighter, I feel like. But you know, nothing groundbreaking, like nothing earth-shattering. They still need like lubing just like everything else, but I don't have to do anything excessive to it. Like, I know I've been talking about this with friends, but if I had my way, I would just use cherry stabilizers for everything, just like the cherry clip-ins. You know, no muss, no fuss, just like we used to in the good old days. Just clip them, lube them, slap them in, maybe throw a Band-Aid mod or two in there, and you're good. Let's see, 2 more. Technically, 4 stabilizers is the usual amount for a 60%. I'm just moving the one you usually use for backspace down to the second space bar. But it's also all 2 units. Oh, speaking of, like, it's probably going to be next week. Yeah, I think it's next week's stream where I'm going to work on my friend's W1AT, which has a 10 unit stabilizer. The fucking wide, thick boy of a space bar. Which I did get to try at the meet at the Los Angeles meet at Spotify with Melodica. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 8 stabilizers. We're good there. Wires. I do like how they package the wires. I don't know if this was Texi themselves or MK Ultra, but like the little pop tube. All right, we don't need the long one. We just need the short wires. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's kind of ticky, or is it just the surface? Yeah, it's just the surface. All right, get those 4. For what it's worth, these wires are magnetic for some reason. I don't know if that happens with like the regular cherry wires or not, but it's an interesting note. Should I just? Yeah, I'll just dip the wires. Hold on, let me get my tube here. Oh, my foam is getting all fucky. I'll put you over this way. Maybe I'll use the case foam or the PE foam. I'll probably use the PE foam just because I've never used it before, but I also want to sound what these moon drop switches sound like. They're made by an IEM audio company. They should sound good, right? Right? Okay. Dip the other side. A little heavy on that, but we'll survive. Also want to make sure it goes into the right hole before we click this in. There we go. I think I like this way of doing it, just dipping the wire in. Just want to make sure we get the joint lubricated as well. But yeah, because I'm just going to like syringe the rest of the cavity with lubricant anyway, this is a good way, I think, to get that introductory amount in. Yeah, let's get it most of the way there, per se. Dip, gas, brake, dip, dip. Now shake them, Dre. God, fucking hyphy music. That was the days. Thanks, NorCal, for giving us hyphy music. But anyway, going outside tomorrow means going out to Palo Alto. There's going to be a meetup, a mini meet of sorts. So I wanted to get this built out so that I can, you know, go ahead and show this off real quick. I might also bring another like non-60 keyboard or non-40% keyboard, just because the ones that I've been bringing, like I've already brought to like at least 3 or 4. So, you know, got to show off a little bit of the rest of the collection, so to speak. Wait, did I do it the opposite way that time? Okay, whatever. Don't mind. Just like don't mind the amount of extra lube that I've got on this one. Okay. Yeah, all in all, a mostly painless experience for these stabilizers. We'll see if I eat my words once everything's all assembled. But at the very least, this is all hot swap. I'm not soldering anything in today, and also, what also? I'm not lubing switches. These are gonna be stock. I just really want to see how well these do without any sort of modification. So what I need now, yeah, I need to screw the key. I need to screw the stabs in. Let's go ahead and do that. Sorry, it's been a day. I probably shouldn't spell out all of that, but there we go. We will go one at a time. There we go. Just gonna wipe off any excess lube so I don't get this PCB dirty. What I should do though, hold on. I should Band-Aid mod. I do notice. So the two packages that I need from this are this, which is the feet and the plate gaskets, and this one, which is the tape mod, or Band-Aid mod rather. And I have no issues with the Band-Aid mod because that's what I've been doing since I built like my first keyboard, like all the way back. Oh yeah. I pulled my Twitter archive today, And ooh, boy, I was cringe. Holy shit, get me out of there. But also, my first keyboard build was 2016. So that I got custom keycaps before 2016, but it was like early November 2016 where I started my first keyboard build. It was like a really humble like 60% build from Originative. Little skew there. Like, you know, the generic PCB that you throw into a random, like, I think they sold them for $20 back then, but now you can get like a plastic 60% case for like $5. And for whatever reason, so I started out with Gatoron Reds, and then for whatever reason, I switched out the stems to Gatoron Blues. To this day, I still don't know why I did that, because I also never finished. The bottom row of that PCB still has like red stems in there. So if you ask what was he cooking, I have no idea what I was cooking. Let me grab, so it's the ones on the left side that I want, because I want the space bars to be more shifted this way. Okay, we got it, we're good. A-okay. Oh, it looks like the stabilizers are also, like, the stabilizer holes are also kind of like flipped. So I think the wires are going to be on the top. If I keep it like this. Other way. Other way, other way. I'll just go ahead and bring us in. And I guess that was another reason I also picked up this kit, is because it does have a split space bar, which isn't something that I've seen in a lot of larger kits. Larger relatively. I know 60% is pretty small for a lot of people, but let's see, get in there. There we go. I think this stuff is actual like Band-Aid material. It has that same kind of like fabric look, like that weave. So this probably is like the same stuff. Come on, get in there. And right side. You know what would probably be a better idea is if I use some like transfer tape, like for vinyl, to apply these on. that'd be the smart thing to do. Unfortunately, I'm not smart. I have 0 brain cells, so here we are. I think I am kind of like stretching these out a little bit. Oh, that one I hit pretty good. Okay. And one more for the shift. So, in terms of like, so Pokemon and COD. So those are the games of the week. Well, and Mahjong Soul, but I played a couple of matches and I kept getting rolled, so I'm not playing Mahjong Soul for a little bit. Gotta reset my luck. Oop, come on. Shift ever so slightly this way. There we go. Okay. Clean application so far, I'll say. I also just wish these spacers for the stabilizers weren't like totally transparent, but you take what you can get. But I've been posting a shit ton of screenshots on Twitter for Pokemon because that's the only social media that I have integrated on the Switch. So I'll keep posting Pokemon screenshots from the Switch until that API eventually fails. These flex cuts. That is like a pretty... Ooh, that's a pretty flexy board. Now we can go ahead and put the actual stabilizers on. But I've been doing some like unintentional kind of sequence breaking. Like I had a level 25 or level 22 Pokemon before I even got to the school, which is like the start of the prologue. And I was definitely not supposed to do that. There's like this cliff on top of like one of the early towns where you're very obviously like gated off because there's like a gap. Like you go up the cliff side and there's like a gap between like two conjoined pieces of the cliff. And directly on the other side of the cliff, you can see like a shit ton of Pokemon. They're just like roaming around and stuff. And so I tried to get over there. There was like a really small bit of ledge that it looked like you could technically walk on. So I tried it. I fell down. And I ended up like running into one of the Pokemon that was supposed to be up on the cliff. That wasn't supposed to be down there. Oop. I do like that these holes are pretty tight so that I can just keep those in there. And then I didn't even try to like fight it or anything. I just threw Pokeballs at it until I caught it. Let's see. This washer is going to be a little sketch, but that's what happens when you have multiple switch positions. Honestly, I probably don't even need these washers. but I use them because they're there. It'd probably be more relevant if these were like 1.2. This was like a 1.2 millimeter PCB. Is it a 1.2? It doesn't feel any thinner than usual. Like, I'll be totally honest. Other than the like the color choices and the layout format, I didn't really pay attention to the specs of the QK60. I know that it's an Owl Labs board, so it's like super foamy. but past that, I didn't really pay attention to any of the other specs. So, and I probably should be following like a build guide or something, but it seems pretty straightforward enough. You know, unscrew the case, put all the switches in, put the thingy on, spacer. Okay. My gloves are a little slippery today. Yes, I know I applied lube just beforehand, but usually it's not like this. Okay, there's like a little snapping sound. Like the spacer kind of like snapped into place. So doing good so far. But like to this morning, I just beat the first gym leader. And then I checked in on my friends, and they're like already like omega far beyond what I've been doing. And I don't know if that's because like they've been playing for a longer time than I have, or if I've been stopping to smell the roses like that much. But it's fine. I've kind of insulated myself. No, actually, no. I didn't even really insulate myself from like any Pokemon news or Pokemon spoilers like ahead of the game. I just didn't care. To be honest, like 48 hours ago, I didn't even care. Like I wasn't even like gonna get Pokemon, but in the time span of like the last week or so, I've had like 4 or 5 people ask me if I'm getting Pokemon, because to be fair, it is like a like a pretty big cultural event. It's Pokemon. Cool. Got all that on there. I mixed the case screws with the plate screws, and I'm screwed. It's fine. It's fine. The case screws are silver. The stab screws are gold. Although, come to think of it, it probably is MK Ultra that packaged the stabilizers like this, because this is like one of those like gradated like capsules, and they have a propensity for doing like weird shit like this, which is nice. Like, they're definitely one of the more unique vendors. Have I been using double spacers on some of these things? Some of these O-rings feel like a little thinner than others, and I don't know if that's my imagination or not. And at this point, I'm too afraid to find the answer. Go. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. I fucking hate this. Do it this way. There we go. There we go. That's using the brain. Nice. Done with stabilizers. Holy shit. Oh, it's only been an hour. I want to die. Get me out of here. Oh boy. Which one? Let's do 2. Just go respond on Discord for a minute. Let's see here. Okay. I'll just all right. We'll address that later. Oh, the other one. Oh, I gotta pay for my ticket. Hold on here. Gonna go to the Palo Alto meet tomorrow. Hopefully my phone isn't in view, so I don't dox my shit. But I gotta do this. I gotta do this before it's like too late in the night. Da-da-da. Okay. Okay. Tree. Tree. Da-da-da. Okay. Oop, not that much. That much. Okay. Well, a lot of things happening at 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening. Anyway, let's go ahead and keep going on this. Get us back out. No, that's a little too messy. All right, let's go ahead and get this plate out here. Let's see, I don't need these. Where? Oh yeah, the case feeder in there as well. Okay. The plate I haven't opened yet. Everything else I took a look at before I started the stream. Put you over there. So, color match to the case. It's also got flex meme cuts that do kind of line up with the flex cuts on the PCB ish. Okay. I can put the case back down here because we're going to go ahead and plop these moonlight switches in. Let's see. How should we start? Usually with aluminum plates, it shouldn't be as much of an issue. But there are a lot of flex cuts on this, so hopefully, excuse me, hopefully all the switches go in without issue. So just some backstory on these. So I believe these are 60 gram linears, so a little bit lighter than I'm used to using. Those are some pretty tight fits actually on the plates. I'm just putting some switches in some key positions so that when I mount this down, all right, no issues so far. The pins have been straight. We can kind of attribute that to the like the packaging that it came in. they do package it pretty similar to the like their IEMs and stuff. I haven't gotten their IEMs yet, but I've seen some reviews from them. So let's go and install the rest of these. So, oh, these did come 20 per 35 pack, so kind of in like the 60 cent per switch. Ouch. 60 cents per switch territory. Yeah, what I will say, I don't know if it's the plate or the switches, but definitely a very tight fit on this plate. I think I'm going to work from the center going out. Because I can kind of feel the plate flexing enough to where it might misalign once I put like the rest of them in, or like especially the ones on the outer layers. Oh, these are 5-pin, by the way. So these are PCB mount. They do have a dust-proof stem. I don't know who the manufacturer is, but kind of based off of the dust-proof stem shape, I would guess either like Haimu or maybe JWK. Actually, I haven't seen JWK's dust-proof stems yet. I've just seen Haimu's. But Haimu is kind of a name that's been popping up recently. I would be more inclined to believe it would be them. I do have like a pack of 100 switches from Haimu coming pretty soon. The trash switches by Sophia / Trashman. I mean, as a dry test, they sound pretty good so far. And I am using these completely stock, so no lubing from me, at least. I feel like I've been doing that a lot for like a lot of my hot swap boards. Do we want step? No, we don't want step caps. No stepped caps for me. Because if I was using a more like, you know, retro key set like beige and stuff, step caps would be the way to go. But I'm using modern Dolch today, so that's going to be a little bit more well modern. Yeah, actually, most of the switch pins have been pretty straight. No issues so far. Yeah, just a little bit of stem wobble on the switches, but nothing super major. Definitely way better than a JWK or like a Gatoron in terms of tolerance. Surprising, because this is a like a regular Cherry MX style latch versus like the Kale wing latches. These are factory lubed, so which is why I'm using them stock. Like if there were any like spring like ping noise, here, let me just put this up to the mic. Because if there were any spring noise, that's where I would go ahead and lube them. Because like the spring noise, spring crunch, or like leaf crunch, is one of the noises I'm like a little bit more sensitive to. Oh, another interesting thing, at the bottom of the housing there's like these two holes. So the only other time I've seen that are on the Haimu heartbeat switches and like the Haimu like silent linear tactiles. So I am pretty sure this is a Haimu. Which is interesting because they didn't go with like a more traditional company to go with, per se. Well, we'll put the waifu back in her box. But yeah, just to show you guys, I'm using these stock. It's still in the shrink. So when I'm saying using these stock, this is for real, for real. Oh, I also did get these for a pretty steep discount, actually. So Massdrop had their like trick or treat stuff, like where you could like spin to get a coupon. So I spun and I got a $25 coupon. So for 2 packages of 35, or usually it's $40. So after that's weird. It's kind of like a wave function almost, or like a force diagram Where was I at? Oh yeah, I got these for 15 bucks for 70 switches. So pretty good deal. This is a pretty like good budget board, considering the board itself was like 160 after like shipping and stuff. So if the other Haimu switches that are coming in feel like these, I am pretty bullish on Haimu as a brand. I think they'll get a lot of like widespread adoption. Split backspace wants the switches to be upside down, which is totally fine because these are row 1. We're doing all right so far. There were initial reports of the top kind of like breaking during transit, but that was also because they were shipping the wireless units of the QK60 first, which means that it had the battery, so then you know, customs would open it up and, you know, unseal the package per se. So I'm glad that mine came in unharmed. Actually, you know what? If I was doing a split space, so the split space isn't just like the split spaces themselves. They also add like 2 extra keys like right here. If I was gonna do split space, I should have gone with like Win Keyless or HHKB, just to kind of keep like that nicer like aesthetic in a way. Oh, also there's no lighting on this one. I think the hot swap ones had RGB lighting on them. Because I remember there being, they ship with like little blockers that had like nice shapes coming out of them, so that when like when light shone through, yeah, it'd be like a nice look rather than just a hole, like a PCB hole, or like a hole like where the PCB would be in a way. And there are also like holes in the plate here to kind of stick the to mount the plate to the PCB, which you'd probably need for like a plate mount, or yeah, like plate mount switches. That was kind of sussy. There we go. Just a couple more to go and we are all good for today. So I know this is forced Sangan mod, so 1.51, 1.5 on the corners. So it's going to be 1.51, 1.51, which is an interesting look. We'll see how much I like it. All right, you can go. Actually, I'll keep the postcard out so that we'll put the we'll put the card up like when I do the test video, the sound test per se. Okay. Oh, before I forget. Are these extra case screws? There's a couple of extra screws. Yeah, those look like the same as... There's like 2 extra case screws and then 2 extra like plate screws. So, just gotta put the little socks on. Thick ones go top and bottom. Just do that 12 times here. All right, so yeah, so far this has been a well, I don't want to jinx it, but this has been a pretty painless build so far. Da, da, da. Oh, so between the 2 games, Pokemon, I got Scarlet, and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I definitely been playing more Pokemon because there's been I haven't been able to connect to a lot of matches in Modern Warfare 2. Like I just get kind of kicked out, especially for DMZ mode. Like it just does not work for me for some reason. So we'll wait for the servers to stabilize before I go hard on that. Cause also gonna play Warzone with friends. Okay. It's a little bit shorter of a cable than I would like, but it is there. So, initial thoughts. So let me just push this up. So even before I close the case. So even though there's like a lot of flex cuts on the PCB and the plate, there is not too much flex going on here. Well, no, there's a serviceable amount, I would say. More so than some other boards I've had in the past. Am I supposed to put the gaskets on the... Am I supposed to seat the top? No, not really, because... Oh, okay. The gaskets were just like a little out of position. Okay, I see. Just got to push them in a little bit more. Got it. Yep, top ones went in. Just gotta flip this around so I can see the gaskets on the front side. What is interfering this from closing all the way? Nothing. It was just positioned wrong. All right, we're good. Let's go ahead and close this up. Install keycaps, and we will. Oh, and we'll put the feet on too. Of course. They did give me a lot more gasket socks than I needed, I guess, for like additional plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, thank God these are magnetized screws. I've had enough builds where you just have to just stick them onto your screwdriver and pray. Oop. So I would say all in all, not a bad look. Not a bad look without caps. I probably do need to put like some PE foam here on the center to not show that like part of the PCB, but otherwise pretty seamless looking so far. There is like quite a bit of heft to it actually. The stainless steel weight on the back is doing a lot of work. Let's see, let's just go ahead and yeah, those are just pegs. So those just slap on. Yeah, no muss, no fuss. The weight even came like pre-installed, so no issues there. Everything's like a pretty like solid fit. There's like no case wobbling or anything like that. And speaking as somebody who has had a lot of like quote unquote budget 60% kits in the past, this I would say is like a pretty good building experience versus those ones. So for reference, the other 60% kits that I've had that have been full kits are the QK60 designed by Gawk, like I think it was like one of their first boards. QK60, and then the Hex 60 round 1, which was also meant as like a budget board. Both of those came in at like about like the 160 mark. So pretty similar to this. And I gotta say, I mean, there's, of course there's also like a time difference. Like I got those other two kits 2018, 2019. I think one of them I got 2020. But this is definitely like a lot more well thought out. So shout out to Qwertykeys for having like a really nice product at a really nice price point. And it shipped in like a month. I ordered this last month. So, literally nobody can complain about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and put some caps on, and we will take this for a test drive. So, caps for today are going to be Modern Dolch 2. God, it's so weird. I haven't used the number row in like actual years. And now I get to use it here. Also, shout outs to JTK trays. I have all my shit in JTK trays nowadays. Alright. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... So I'm going to go ahead and use all teal accents here because this is a mint board. So not a total match between the teal and the mint of the board, but close enough. Hopefully once Enjoy PBT aesthetic comes in, or Ramen Stop, I'll probably put those on this board. But for now, we'll just put GMK because it's GMK. That, and I haven't seen a lot of, like, even though Modern Dolch 2 was like a really like high sold set. I didn't really see a lot of it like posted for pictures or builds or what have you. So you know, maybe it's more of like the casual community. Actually, let's do something fun. Let's do something fun here. Hold on. So I might not use the number row as the number row. Or rather, it'll be the number row, but I'm going to use the F keys on here. I think that'll be fun. Sorry, one moment. Okay. And sent. There we go. Friend is sending me pictures of some Matrix badges, and yeah, I think that turned out pretty good. Thumbs up. Hot. And then I also paid for my meat. Meet up. Not meat. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put the F keys on the number row, because we are going to be XD, so different, quirky. Quirked up sexual style. I don't know. I just think this is going to be like, I think it's going to be a fun thing. I haven't seen a lot of people do it. Maybe for good reason, but that's kind of been a trend in the 40% keyboard community, is they'll have a 40% and then they'll have an like a separate sort of blocked off F row. So we will kind of emulate that here with the 60%. We'll have a giggle, a laugh per se. Let's see, for split backspace, does the tilde go on the inside or the outside? I don't usually have to do this because I've been using number rowless boards, but the tilde goes on the outside. Okay, which means that goes here. And then I'm not going to use the tilde as the accent or as the top right key. I'm going to use the novelty that they gave us. Let me just grab that out here real quick. Just grab that. While we're here, I'm going to go grab the 2 split bars that they gave me. So 2.25, 2.75. Sounding good so far. Oh, That's more in line what people like nowadays. Oh, we can use the 1 unit space bars as well. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alt. Alright, we can close that up. We don't need this one anymore. Poggers. Control. Pretty clacky. Backspace. And we'll get the super keys as well. I'm getting pretty excited for this, not gonna lie. Qwerty. So weird not having this be the top row. I-O. P. Got that one. Got that one. Like, the one thing that would make this pretty perfect is if I had a function key for the space or for the caps lock. Do I have one? Let's see. I do not have one. Yeah, whatever. Minor. Just little minor things. But I think the base kit for this was like $99 anyway, because it was like such high MOQ. So again, literally cannot, well, I can because it still costs money, but you know, I can't really complain too much. But yes, it does sound pretty good right now. All those space bars. Woo! Yeah, I don't think I'm going to put any foam in this. I like how it is right now. Very, very nice. Oh, I do need the short shift from the other thing. Just get that real quick. And there we have it. That is a completed Qwertykeys QK60. With Moondrop, Tessence, or no, it's the Luna Lights. With the Moondrop Luna Light switches. Yeah, all in all, pretty painless build, to be honest. Let me set up here. We'll do some key spamming before we plug it in and do some monkey typing. Where is my? Pause that. Oh, hold on. Duck you. Bring up the desk mic. Oh, I gotta turn down the input just a tad. Hold on. There we go. Just the barest hint of like sluggishness from the stabilized keys, but I think once I like actually use this, it should be no issue. Where are you? All right, drop the monkey. Where is the monkey? Where did I put the monkey? Wait, where did I put the monkey? The heck? Hall? Properties. No, not you. Did I take off the monkey type off of my thing? Nope, it's right there. Okay, I'm just stupid. Okay. And I did just find my official comparison tool to kind of set a baseline. Check it out, the little mouse keychain that I got. So this is from Comiket 97. 97? I think it was 97. I was in Japan in 2019 and I got it from here. So yeah, we have a very useful like, comparison tool. So let's go ahead and try this out. Interact. All right, Qwertykeys QK60 with the Moondrop Luna light switches. Oh, wait, hold on, wait, before I test it out, hold on, I have to rebind backspace. Hold my horses, give me a minute. Ain't no, gotta rebind backspace, gotta rebind tilde, space, GUI alt, okay. Caps lock. No, you are going to be the function key because fuck caps lock. Quantum, no, layers. FN MO1 and then LT or layer tap 1, and you will also be space. Got to reprogram. Gotta put print screen up there. Very important key, and then the arrow keys. And then we will be all set to go. All good. No worries. Everything is a-okay. Now we type test. All right. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. This is a very, very nice board. Okay. So, first thing, the switches, very good stock. No real scratch that I can detect. Yeah, pretty smooth. No spring pinging, like nothing like that. Very happy with the Moondrop switches and how they sound. That being said, this board is very nice. Like there's the barest hint of flex, especially since I don't have any like foam or anything in here. Like there's a little bit of rocking on there, but you really have to like press down to get any real flex out of this. But other than that, it is a very comfortable like experience. Those are space bars. Those I didn't even have to put the I forgot I didn't even have to like syringe the stabilizers to like completely fill in the cavities. This is pretty good. Good job, Taxi. Wow. All right. And yeah, like the Modern Dolce is like a really good fit with the smoked acrylic. Um, Again, not a total match, but close enough on the accents. This is a pretty damn good board, especially with what I paid for it. Like, I could compare this to probably my MB44 is like the closest board that I have that's like this, but that was 250. That was it's a acrylic top and bottom. It has an FR4 plate. Like, this is aluminum plate, aluminum bottom, steel weight. I am very impressed. Good job, Qwertykeys. Good job. Um, that is really good. I if Qwertykeys made like a 40% that wasn't like the chalice, if they made, or if Owl Labs didn't make like the chalice like super expensive, I would go in on like a more standard form factor 40%, because what they've managed to do here is pretty damn impressive. So, good job, Qwertykeys. I'm very satisfied with this product. Thank you very much. Let's do a little bit more. Let's do a little bit more typing here. I should have used their cable too, but I don't have it plugged in at the moment, so uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I can definitely see this being a daily driver for like a very long time. Um and like probably 60% like this is the biggest that I'll go on boards nowadays. This has all the keys that I need. Yeah, especially with like these extra two keys down there. I do like that Modern Dolch has like these extra ones so that it's like a more cohesive spacebar at the bottom. And like looking at the screen, like the top down view, it really does look like a 40% with like a with the Afro attached on the top. So all in all, very happy with this. Um, yeah, this is pretty sick. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today. I am going to go to I'm gonna go to the keyboard meet tomorrow, so I won't be streaming unless it's like super later in the night. Um, but I definitely want to finish building the clunker that I fucked up last Sunday because I lost the spring and I was like dead tired and falling asleep. So that'll be the next project, and then I also have some commissions coming up, so that'll be also in the following Sundays. And then after that will be the San Diego meet. Um, I believe that's on the 17th. So look forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. Um, if you guys are going to or to Palo Alto tomorrow, I will see you there. But if not, have a good night.